How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have games 1 and 2 of this 4-game set in Arizona. Today we will see Schwellenbach, we will see Raylo. It should be a good matchup here on the channel. The Diamondbacks are coming off of losing their first 2 series, and we're coming off of getting swept, so we're hoping to snap that skid. So I know a few years ago, the Diamondbacks would wear their retro 2001 uniforms on Thursdays, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to wear our old road blues and have them wear their old purple uniforms. So that's the only reason I'm showing this matchup. Some injury news around the league. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is headed to the 60-day IL. I believe it's because he fractured his hand. I'm not really sure. I don't remember, but I know I looked it up somewhere. So that's a big blow for the Blue Jays. And their pitching, like we talked about at the end of last week's video, is pretty good. Now, these are their last 5 starts. We have had a couple of games before that. They had 6 total games, so yeah, many games before that. But they are in the NL, but I guess the NL must have some good pitching because they are still top 5 in the league in pitching, even though those stats don't really show that. On the mound is Zach Gallen. He went 6 2/3 in his first start. ERA and WHIP about the same. And that is hit hard the other way by Matt Olson for a 1-out base knock. Matt Olson has been red hot. The game keeps telling me to give him a day off, and I'm just like, I can't do that. He's too good. So Olson will advance to second because of the wild pitch. Drake Baldwin now with a full count. Yanks that one up the middle, hit hard to the center fielder, back at the warning track at the wall. It hits off of the wall. Olson will score, and that is going to be a 1-0 Braves lead off the RBI double from Baldwin. Mike Yastrzemski now with 2 outs. He hits that one high and deep to right field. Carroll on his horse at the warning track at the wall, looks up and it's gone! Mike Yastrzemski goes deep to right field. And that one just got out of here for his 3rd home run of the game, or of the year. And the Braves take a quick 3-0 lead. That's how you get the offense started and how to get that momentum back after that sweep out against Oakland. Here's Schwellenbach. Picked up 9 strikeouts against Kansas City. And he's looking to continue his good start. This 1-2-3 of the Diamondbacks in Perdomo, Carroll, Perdomo, Marte, and Carroll is crazy. Matt Olson having to play some defense, and again, I told y'all, this game told me to tell him to take a break as Marte hits that into right field for a base hit. But the game told me to give Olson a break. I did not. So if you don't, you really risk injury. So Olson out here having to field some balls early could be an ominous warning or something. Carroll crushes that into right center. What I say, all, this 1-2-3 for the Diamondbacks is lethal. And Carroll shows it right there as he brings them back in within 1. I like the siren sound. I wish the Braves had that. We used to have that. Here's Travis Smith. He hits righties very well, so he's a dangerous cleanup hitter. He has some pop in his bat too. And he could tie this game up with 1 swing. Fouls it off. Second foul ball of the at-bat. 0-2. Got him, strike 3. Smith isn't so sure, but good way to bounce back here in the first. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., the left fielder, hits that one hard right to second baseman. I can't remember who's playing second base. I think it's Dubon.
Yep, that ball went out.
Eli White draws a walk here. It's nice when the bottom of your order can draw those walks. Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't a walk, but it was ball 1. Still, it's nice when the bottom of your order can take some pitches. Here's count.
Hey.
Nice cutter. White not so sure that's a strike or challenge, and it just misses. So, good challenge by Eli, and it's 3-0. 7-8-9 in the second for the Braves.
Hey.
Get me over fastball. 3-1. White only hitting like 167, but he's drawing walks, so I can't complain too much about that when he has to start. And with this start of the season, he's having to play a lot. Here's Ha-Seong Kim. He's also having a dreadful start average-wise to the season. 139.
Ball 1.
267 OPS. That's not great either.
Nope.
Bye by Kim. Crazy that I guess was it Tampa that waived him last year? Yeah, this 7-8-9 for the Braves with White, Kim, and Dubon not really hitting to start the season, but you know, they're not really meant to. They're meant to just play some defense, but that's 2 straight walks for Gallen. Not something you see from me. Dubon now with a 1-2 count. He goes the other way into right field. That drops in front of Carroll. White will hold at third. Good throw by Carroll to get it in quickly. And bases loaded. Nobody out for Ronald Acuna. That is a beautifully placed fastball. Why are we clapping? Why is our manager clapping about that? Like, what the heck? No, Acuna's down on 3 pitches. So it's going to be up to Matt Olson, and he's going to ground that out to Perdomo, takes it to the bag himself, throws to Santana with plenty of time, and Gallen gets out of a massive jam. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know why I'm congested so much. But anyways, Gallen gets out of a massive jam, and it's still only a 3-2 Braves lead. That one might haunt us later on. Adrian Del Castillo reaches on a 1-out base hit. For Carlos Santana, the 39-year-old veteran hits that high and deep to right field, and that is gone. So the old man still has some pop in his bat, I guess. He goes deep. And the Diamondbacks leapfrog over the Braves to take the 4-3 lead. So wasn't expecting that, but good for Santana, I guess. But yeah, we should have really capitalized on those base runners, but we didn't. Ketel Marte is up, and he's going to hit one to right field. Man, if you've got seats in right field, you are having the best time, as all of the home runs have been out that way. And that one's gone. 5-3. Ketel Marte hits his first of the year. The Diamondbacks were really struggling offensively coming into this series, and already in Game 1, they're looking a lot better than they were. So that's upsetting. I hate that. Eli White is back up. Nice play by the third baseman to get the out. Still only the 4th. Kim draws his second walk of the game. Base runner on for Dubon. And he gets his second base hit. So a similar spot to the second inning with Acuna up. 1 out, 2 on. Struck out on a beautifully dotted inner fastball from Gallen. And Acuna is interesting. He's really struggling this year. Guess he has a WBC hangover. But he'll turn it around, I'm sure.
That ball got him right there.
So he gets hit by the pitch, and the bases are loaded once again for Matt Olson. He grounded into that double play in the second when this happened, but he can redeem himself right here. Action in the Diamondbacks bullpen as Olson spins through that fastball, 0-1. Olson to right field, or center field, and that's going to be off the padding. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run scoring, and I didn't mean to send the second runner, but I did. And he's out, and then this pisses me off about MLB The Show sometimes. I did not send. Why would you send that runner from second when there's a runner on third? There should be like a mechanism that stops you from doing that, because it was not intentional. It was just a bad button press. So that was stupid. It should have been bases loaded, 2 outs, but whatever. You live and you learn. Eli White with his first base hit of the night. He has been great tonight so far. On base all 3 times. Kim to short.
Safe.
And they can't get anybody. So I guess it was just hit so slow that, because White has some speed, so does Kim. Acuna to third, and around the horn they go to end the inning, so it doesn't really matter. Still 5-4 through 5.5. As you can see, we have out-hit the Diamondbacks, but they have hit 1 more home run than us. I like that we're getting runners on, though. It's just now we got to figure out how to score. In the 7th we go. Profar's going to work a 2-out walk. Baldwin had a double to start off his night, but he's been quiet since. Diving try by Perdomo. That's into left field. Baldwin with a 2-hit night. This is all coming against the reliever Ryan Thompson. So tying run at second. 2 men down for Kyle Farmer. He has been quiet so far. It's caused that average to dip. He's had a couple of strikeouts tonight. We're down 0-2. Once again, we have a runner in scoring position. And nice sinker from Thompson. Twists Farmer up. And we strand even more base runners. Thompson's hyped. Diamondbacks are hyped, but I'm not. On to the 8th. Bullpen is holding it down for us. The offense just cannot capitalize. Eli White draws another walk. That's 3 walks. Dubon to right field. Carroll makes the grab on the run. Runner will tag. And the tying run is 90 feet away with 2 outs for Ronald Acuna. He's reached base via the hit by pitch, but he has also struck out. First pitch swinging to center field, hit hard, and the center fielder makes the catch on the run. And another runner in scoring position, stranded by the Braves. And what can you do? We got to the bottom of the 8th. Joey Wentz is out there facing Ketel Marte. Marte batting from the right side, facing the lefty. And have a game, Marte. He goes to left field this time. And he has his 2nd home run of the game. Gives the DBacks some insurance, and it's 6-4. do something in the ninth. That strikeout's not going to help. Drake Baldwin is up next. Ooh! Robbed. Gurriel Jr. there just in time. And the Braves are down to their final out. It's going to be up to Jerks and Profar. Can we get some PED power, please, for maybe a double? Or I'll take a solo shot. Two back-to-back solo shots would be nice. Since we can't win, we can't bring runners around to score. And to Profar. Braves down to their final strike. Good pitch. Good take. Kevin Ginkel looking to get the save. Get the Diamondbacks their 4th win of the season. Braves trying to stop a 3-game losing streak skid. But they're down 2. 2 out in the 9th. 1-2 pitch. Ginkel fires. Got him swinging with the inside fastball, and the Diamondbacks take game 1. I still blame the game for that 4th inning base running blunder. It was not me. But Ketel Marte helped his club out with those 2 home runs. Zach Gallen gets his first win. Schwelly gets his first loss, and Ginkel gets the 2nd save of the season. And you know what? Really, the real victim here, or the real loser here, was us. Because, I mean, well, yeah, we lost. But, like, we couldn't score runners. So how do you expect to score runners? You know, when you can't... How do you expect to score runs when you can't bring in runners? We had ample opportunities in that game. So we go to game 2. And Ryan Nelson is on the mound for us. He will be on the mound for us. Or for the Diamondbacks. Just, that was messy. Until I don't do these things for a living, I guess. Alright, game 2. So Ryan Nelson is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. I'm sorry, that was their 3rd win of the season yesterday, not their 4th. So, both teams are 3-4. There you see the, you know, results or whatever. Raylo is on the mound for us. Ryan Nelson is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. And the Braves looking to bounce back. Raylo went 6 against Kansas City. Didn't walk anybody, so that's a good start. Top 1, 0-2 to Acuna. Quickly. And yet again, another well-placed fastball on the inner corner. Acuna can't believe it. What are you going to do with those? Old man Carlos Santana makes a diving play to rob Olsen of a base hit. I don't really know if that would get past Marte, but still. He's got some juice left, Santana does. And Baldwin, once again, with a 2-out double to start a ball game. I like Drake Baldwin. He can hit. Big fan. Big if true. Profar swings and misses at the high heat, and nothing doing for the Braves in the first. Nelson gives up that 1-out double, or 2-out double, but yeah, we can't bring him home. Once again, we struggle with runners on. All right, like I said it earlier, the 1-2-3 for the Diamondbacks, pretty intense. Ketel Marte had 2 home runs last night. The Diamondbacks, I'm sure, would take that again. Instead, it's an 0-2 count. Got him with the changeup. Here's Carroll now. 1-1 count. Hits it hard into right. Acuna loses it. And it's off his glove. Carroll around second. He's going to go for 3. And he will have it. And that will be scored as a triple. So the Diamondbacks have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the first. Pavin Smith goes down swinging. And just like the Braves, the Diamondbacks threatened but failed to score. So a scoreless first inning. top two. Michael Harris hits that hard to Marte. He slides, gets a stop,
Safe.
but cannot get the throw off in time as Money Mike beats it out. Ozzy Albies hitting 279. He hits that one down the third baseline, going the other way. Ozzy normally known to pull the ball versus righties, but he goes the other way down the left field line, and that will allow Harris to score. He had reached second via the stolen base, and it's 1-0. Kyle Farmer had a bit of a sluggish night last night, but he hits that one softly up the middle. Thomas's throw, not in time, offline anyways. 2-0 Braves. Kyle Farmer picks up the RBI. So Raylo with a 2-0 lead. Nolan Arenado hits it back to him, and the throw pulls Olsen off the bag. So Raylo gives up the base runner. And here's Gabriel Moreno. Won the Golden Glove last year. Arenado on first. Moreno hits it to right. Acuna can't get there. He takes a tumble as that rolls off the wall. Arenado is going to score with ease. Actually, no. Arenado had to hold up. So he will actually be stuck at third. 2 on, nobody out in scoring position. The Braves will concede the run to get the first out, and it's 2-1 for Gurriel Jr. That falls in front of Ronald, and runners at the corners. So this error really did hurt us as it came all the way around to score. Carlos Santana hits it hard to third. And we'll get the out, the double play. But that was not a softly hit ball. Okay, Carlos Santana, I was unfamiliar with your game as you aged. I just assumed you were old now. I mean, he is old, but you know. So it's 2-1. Bottom 4. Moreno again with a base hit.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman.
Santana's gonna hit a home run, isn't he? No, it stays in the park. But the left fielder can't get there. And that will they'll have runners at second and third once again. Jesus, when they come to Truist, or first and second, we can't pitch to Santana. That's it to left. That will barely move the left fielder. But the Diamondbacks actually take a 3-2 lead. So sac fly for Ketel Marte. Corbin Carroll is up with 2 on and 2 men out. One and 68th pitch of the night for Raylo. And now here comes pitch 69. Nice. Trying to bear down to get out of this inning. And Carroll hits it hard into center, but it'll die out there in the Arizona sky. Money Mike makes the catch. However, the Diamondbacks take a 3-2 lead, so we're hoping to bounce back here. That'll help. Ozzy Albies draws the walk. Kyle Farmer up next. An RBI single his first time up. The middle base hit. 2 on now for the Braves as they try to do a better job at bringing these runners around than they did last night, let me tell you. Nacho Alvarez, I'm sorry, Ronald Acuna is up next. And he hits that one high and deep to center. That's going to be caught, but all these will tag. Throw is late and off target. And we have runners at the corners. Just got to stay out of the double play. Matt Olson, not really known for grounding into them as much, but Just got to get in the air, which he does to center field. Thomas is under it. Here comes the tying run. And Thomas won't even try to throw. He'll throw to the cutoff man. And that was actually a pretty close play. It wasn't as late as I thought it would be. So it's 3-3. Make it 3-4. Money Mike hits one to right field. And we have a lead once again. I'm really hoping Michael Harris can have a good year in real life. I am just like that is what I want. Let's see if this bullpen can hold on to this 1-0 lead. Iglesias came in the 7th. It was a very messy 7th inning. That's a very messy play right there. But he will pitch into the 8th with 2 outs. 2-out double. Dylan Lee now back out there. And he will... Ooh, diving try by Ozzy. Throw to first, not in time as he makes it to first. Lineup will turn over to Perdomo. Tying run 90 feet away. Hit softly into left. He can't get there, and we are tied. Diamondbacks could take the lead here as the runner moves up to third for Cato Marte. He hit a home run in the 8th last night. He hits it pretty high, pretty deep at to the warning track. Acuna makes the catch a few steps shy of the wall. But Geraldo Perdomo does tie this game up. We're back where we started. 4-4 into the 9th. Eagle coming back in. Not a save situation. Alec Thomas is in left. So I guess that wasn't him in center. I thought it was. Ozzy goes down swinging. Kyle Farmer's had a couple of base hits. He goes down looking. So not a very... not a very good start to the 9th. Here's Acuna. Big cut on the fastball, 0-1. 0 for 4 tonight. He had that misplay on Carroll's fly ball, but he's going to make up for it here. High and deep to left and gone! A go-ahead home run in the 9th from Ronald Acuna. He says, hey, sorry about that misplay in right field earlier tonight. Let me make up for it. And we have a 5-4 lead. I will say, even though the game one didn't go our way, this has been a fun back and forth start to this series. But Acuna goes deep. And it's going to be up to Suarez to get the save. 3, 4, and 5 for the Diamondbacks. Corbin Carroll grounds out to start the 9th. At least you don't have to face Carlos Santana. He'd probably tie it. He'd probably find a way to win it. Here's Peyton Smith. 0 for 8 so far in these first 2 ball games. Not what you want to see from your cleanup hitter. Ball way up high from Robert Suarez. Probably used to facing the DBacks lineup after being the Padres closer last season. Chopper to Olsen. Flips it to Suarez. And 2 down. Nolan Arenado is the last hope for Arizona. Fouls it off. I kind of forget Nolan Arenado's still around.
That's foul.
Ball. 0-2.
Ball 1.
Chase the high fastball. Hard into left field. And that's a 2-out base runner. Tying run is aboard.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
He says, "You won't forget about me now, I guess."
Gabriel
Gabriel Moreno is up next. He had a double and a single and scored a run, so I don't like facing him. And you know who's after him, right? Carlos Santana. So knock on wood, Suarez can get past this batter. Moreno hits it up the middle. Carlos Santana is going to come up with the tying run at second. The go-ahead run at first. I didn't remember this happening, so that's kind of funny that I said, hopefully we don't face Santana. Ball one. If he beats me, I swear to God, I will rage quit. Fastball at the knees from Suarez, 1-1. Weakly hit to the third baseman. He makes the catch. Breathe. Side out. We win. We snap this 4-game losing skid, and we bring our record up to even at 4-4. So that was a very eventful first 2 ball games of this series. Hopefully games 3 and 4 are just as exciting. And I hope you guys are enjoying this product, and I hope you enjoy the start of the MLB regular season as that kicks off the next day. I think I'm going to post this on Tuesday. I'm not too sure yet, but that's the plan anyways. Dylan Lee gets the win. Michael Harris had a home run and an RBI. He went 2 for 4. He is your player of the game. I'm not so sure about that. I think I would have put Acuna as the player of the game. Well, I don't know. How does one calculate player of the game? Anyways, the game says Michael Harris is, so that's who we'll say is too. Coming up next, we'll have games 3 and 4, and we will also take a look at scouting. I am notoriously bad at scouting, so we'll see. I'm not looking forward to it, honestly. But with all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will take care, and I'll catch you guys next time on the channel. Have a great rest of y'all's day.